For me personally, my Uber Green rides are more lucrative than ever. So what's going on? Alright, so just over a month ago, Uber sent out this email to Uber Green drivers. And I personally drive a hybrid vehicle, so that's what makes me eligible for Uber Green requests. They said their goal is to increase demand for trips in low-emission vehicles. That's why beginning April 14th, 2022, riders will no longer pay a surcharge for Uber Green trips. As a result of those reduced prices, they expected to see more demand for Uber Green trips. Previous to that April 14th date, Uber Green trips always had a 50-cent surcharge attached to them, so those trips were always 50 cents higher than Uber X trips. And that 50-cent surcharge went directly to the driver. So when I got this email, it was kind of a bummer seeing that that was going to be removed. I didn't receive many Uber Green requests anyways, maybe a handful out of 100 would be Uber Green requests, but it was nice getting that additional 50-cent bump on those rides. But in the email, they did say that they expected demand for Uber Green to increase because the pricing was going to be in line with Uber X now. The same price as an Uber X. Alright, so we have upfront fares here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, which on the request screen, you see the fare upfront. You see what you're going to get paid for the ride right there on the request screen. And I was slowly but surely starting to notice that the upfront fares on Uber Green trips were consistently higher than Uber X trips. So after this was happening enough, I decided to go back and compare an Uber Green request, a similar Uber Green request, to a similar Uber X request. So for instance, here are a couple similar rides. One is an Uber X request and one is an Uber Green request. You can see that the Uber X request, the duration was 16 minutes and 18 seconds and the distance was 6.6 miles. And the main thing that we want to look at is the fare. So the fare for this one was $6.85. Now the Uber Green request was 15 minutes and 14 seconds, 6.7 miles, but the fare was $10.03, over a $3 increase over the similar Uber X ride. So both trips were about 6.6 miles, similar durations, but the Uber Green trip was $3 higher, about a 45% increase. So after this, I decided to analyze more trips. I compared similar Uber Green to Uber X requests, and I was finding that on the Uber Green requests, I was earning anywhere from $1.50 to $6 more on those Uber Green requests. And I'm also doing a comparison of my upfront fares versus my previous time and distance rates, and I've done a couple videos on that, and I've found that these Uber Green trips under the upfront model are averaging about $1.80 higher than under the previous time and distance model. Now also, Uber did say in that announcement that their goal was to increase demand for trips in low emission vehicles. And I am noticing a substantial increase in Uber Green requests. Weekly, I used to get about 2 of 50 requests were Uber Green requests. Now I'm getting as many as 10 of 50 requests are Uber Green requests. And I think this might be the reason these Uber Green requests are more frequent. Here in the passenger app, you can see that right below Uber X, there is the Uber Green option. Uber X is the most popular Uber option, but by placing Uber Green right below it, and you can see the same price, this means passengers will probably select these Uber Green vehicles more often. So not only am I earning more on every single Uber request compared to the Uber X requests, but I'm receiving more Uber Green requests than ever. Alright, now as far as Uber is concerned, again, if you look at that pricing, you see that Uber X's are priced exactly the same as Uber Greens. So the prices are the same on the passenger side, but on the driver's side, I'm continually making more on these rides. And after some analysis, I noticed that Uber is taking 15 to 20% less on Uber Green rides. For example, here are those similar rides again. On the Uber X ride, the customer price was $14.11, and of that $14.11, Uber took $6.58, which equates to about 46%. Now on the Uber Green ride, the customer price was $14.96, and Uber took $4.38. Which is 30% of what the customer paid. So they took about 46% on the Uber X ride and 30% on the Uber Green ride. 16% less on the Uber Green ride. Now again, this is happening for me personally in my market of Minneapolis and St. Paul, where we do have upfront fares. But what about some of you in other markets, especially those that are in time and distance markets? Since that surcharge has been removed, have you noticed a difference on your Uber Green earnings? Are they higher? Are they in line with Uber X? Also, for those of you that are eligible for Uber Green, are you seeing an increase in Uber Green requests like I am? Again, this is a great experience for me in particular. I'm earning more on every single one of these Uber Green requests, and I'm really hoping that this persists. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and drive safe. Thanks.